Hi everyone, it is Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a quick workout for you. It is going to be an express workout, so if you don't have a ton of time, at least you can get this quick full body 20-minute workout in. For props, you are going to go ahead, grab a ball, and then you'll just need one light to medium weight. I'm going to grab one 5-pound weight, again, light to medium. I would go anywhere from 2 to 5 sort of weights, and then we are going to put your foot bars all the way down to start. One medium spring, and that's what we're going to be on for the entire class. So one medium spring. Now, if you have shoulder blocks that come out, feel free to take your shoulder blocks out. If you don't have shoulder blocks that come out, that is fine. You can just go ahead and keep them in. But if you want to take them out, they are a little bit in the way for this series. So I'm going to take mine out. If you don't have them, that is fine. We're going to sit on our reformers facing our straps. Again, one medium spring. You're going to grab your balls. You're going to sit your butts pretty close to your shoulder blocks. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the ball behind me, and I'm going to lie down so that the ball is right in between my shoulder blades, right around my bra line, just making sure that you get it into a comfortable spot. Feet are just going to be right into our headrest. Our hands are going to go behind our head. Elbows are open out nice and wide to the sides of the room. And we're going to start with some ab curls with spinal extension. So I'm going to inhale and fold over the ball into a nice little spinal extension. And then on my exhale, I'm going to nod and curl myself up into an abdominal curl. So again, we're going to inhale, fold over the balls, and then we're going to exhale and curl ourselves back up. Now would be a really good time to pause and readjust that ball if you don't feel like you have it in a comfortable spot. So again, we're inhaling to fold over, and then we're exhaling to curl ourselves back up. When I come up, I am not worrying whatsoever about my neutral spine, so I'm allowing my pelvis just kind of rock back and forth from an anterior tilt to a posterior tilt. Again, it's an inhale to fold and an exhale to curl ourselves back up. We're gonna go for 2, exhale to curl, and then last one, and exhale, curl. Now we're gonna add in just our right leg. I'm gonna fold back over my ball into my extension, and as I exhale to curl up, I'm gonna lift my right knee up into a tabletop position, and then as I fold over the ball, I'm gonna set the foot back down. So same thing, I'm gonna curl, lift just the right knee up, and then I'm gonna inhale and fold back over. Again, not worrying at all about our neutral spine. When we come up, the chin goes towards the chest. We're curling right to our bra lines, and then we're inhaling to fold back over, and I wanna feel my right obliques engaging to pull my right knee back up into that tabletop position. We're gonna go for 3, exhale to pull back up for 2, adjusting the balls if you need to. Last one. Now when we come up, we're gonna pause at the top. So hold your curl. We're gonna inhale, reach the right leg out to a challenging level. Exhale to pull it back in. Inhale, extend the leg out, and then exhale to pull back in. Inhale away and exhale back. I want to think I'm engaging my right obliques to help pull my right leg back in, holding that curl. Elbows are open out nice and wide. Inhale away, exhale to pull back in. We're going to go for 3, 2, and then last one. Now, once we come back in, we're going to relax that right foot down. We are going to sit up, grab our right strap now, and then we're going to lie back down on that ball. Okay, so once we get down, long loop or short loop, that's going to be up to you. Long loop is going to be lighter for your arm. Short loop is going to be a little heavier for your arm. We're going to hold ourselves up into a curl this time. Left hand can be behind your head, or you can take it down to your side. I'm going to bring my right knee up into a tabletop position. Right palm is going to be flipped up to the ceiling. Hold your curl, and then we're just going to do a bicep curl with our right arm. I'm going to exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend, exhale to curl, and then inhale to extend. I want to keep my chest and my pelvis in the same spot the entire time. I'm controlling in for that curl, and I'm controlling it back out. Again, long loop is lighter, short loop is going to be a little heavier for our arm. We're going to go for 2 more like that. And then last one. Now this next time I extend my right arm out, I'm gonna extend my right leg out with it. And when I pull my arm in, I'm gonna pull my leg back into that tabletop position. So extend the arm and leg, and then exhale to pull back in. Inhale, extend, exhale back. Again, I'm trying to keep everything nice and still except for this leg and arm. So my pelvis, my torso are staying in the same spot. Inhale out, exhale back. Scoop into those abs. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, then once we come back in, we're gonna relax that foot. We're gonna take the right strap. It's gonna go around our leg above our knee. Now, I'm gonna go short loop. They are a little smaller, so if your legs don't fit through the short loop, you can always go through the long loop. Short loop's just gonna be a little heavier when we get into this core series. So long or short, up to you. The long loop is really gonna do the same thing. It's just gonna be a tiny bit lighter. If it's too light and you want to go to a heavy spring instead of a medium spring for this series on the right leg and the left leg, you can always switch to a heavier spring. I'm going to take my hands behind my head. I'm going to stay curled up. My right knee is going to go back up into a tabletop position. Again, I'm not worrying about my neutral spine. I'm going to inhale, reach the right leg out to a challenging level. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale to extend, and then exhaling as I pull back in. I want to engage my obliques to pull my right knee in. Again, it's an inhale to reach away. Exhale, pull back in. Elbows stay wide. We are holding our curls. We're gonna go for 2 more. And then last one. Now when I pull my leg in, I'm gonna rotate my left elbow to my right knee. And then when I extend back out, I'm gonna rotate back to the center. So now every time I pull my right leg in, I'm gonna rotate left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, extend center. Exhale, pull, rotate, extend center. I'm rotating right from my rib cage, right from my bra line. Exhaling in, inhaling out. Feeling, again, those obliques, keeping tension on the strap the entire time. You're not getting any slack in that loop. This is the last one. And then when we come back, we can relax the foot. Now, I'm gonna take that strap off of my leg. We can sit up, hang it up. Before we grab the left loop, we're lying down with no straps. The ball, again, is gonna go right around our bra lines, right in between our shoulders. Adjust it if you need to. Hands behind the head, both feet are flat. We're gonna inhale, fold over the ball into our extension. And then when we curl up, we lift just the left knee up into a tabletop position. We fold over, we set the foot down, we curl, we lift. We inhale, we fold over, we curl, we lift. Again, adjust the balls if you need to. The only thing going up and down is that left leg with the spine. Fold over, dip, exhale to lift back up. Engaging those obliques to pull back up. We're still keeping that nice little space in between our chin and our chest. Now this next time we come up, we're gonna hold ourselves up here. I inhale just to reach that leg out, and then I exhale to pull back in. Inhale away, and exhale back. Again, I'm engaging my obliques to pull my left leg back into that tabletop position. Inhale out, exhale to pull back in. We're gonna go for 3 more. 2, and 1. Then once we come back in, we're gonna pause in. We're gonna grab that left loop again. Okay, long loop is light, short loop is heavy. We're gonna flip our left palm up to the ceiling. The right hand can either be at our side or behind our head. Left knee goes up into a tabletop position. It stays there. We exhale to curl. We inhale to extend. We exhale to curl. And then again, inhaling as we extend our arm out nice and long. That elbow just stays right in towards our ribs. We're trying to keep our pelvis and our torso still. I'm gonna curl 3 more times before I add in my leg. All right, last one. Curl. Now when I extend my arm, I extend my leg out. When I pull it in, I bend my knee back in. So arm and leg extend, they bend in together. We inhale out, we exhale back in. I'm still, again, keeping my pelvis and my torso in the same spot. Just extending the arm and leg, pulling them back in. Again, try to engage your left obliques to help pull your left leg back in. So it's not just quads and hip flexors. We're gonna go for 2 more. And 1. All right, now once we come back in, we can relax. That strap goes around your leg. Again, I'm going short loop. If your leg does not fit, I know they are kind of small, go through the long loop. And then if it's too light with the long loop, go to 1 heavy spring. Hands can either be behind your head, or if you want them to go to your sides, they can go to your sides. I'm gonna pick my left knee up into a tabletop position. Hold, we're gonna inhale, reach the left leg out. Exhale again, pull back in. Inhale away, exhale back in again. Keep tension on the strap the entire time, so don't get any slack. And then I'm firing up my obliques to help pull my left leg back in towards that tabletop position. Now, if you don't have your hands behind your head, take your hands behind your head, because the next time we pull in, we rotate right elbow, left knee. We inhale to extend center, pull, rotate, extend center. So we're staying in the curls. Every time we pull our left leg in, we rotate from our bra lines. We bring the right elbow towards the knee. We go center, right elbow to the knee, center for 4. Again, right from that bra line, 3. Feel those obliques. And 1. Okay, then once we come back, we can relax the foot. We're gonna take that strap off of our leg, and then we're just gonna hang our strap up. Balls can go to the sides. We're done with those. We're gonna kneel on our reformers facing our straps. Still 1 medium spring. So if you did change those springs, go back to a medium. We're gonna start with the left strap. You can either go long loop or short loop onto the arch of your foot. Long loop is lighter, short loop is heavier for your leg. I'm gonna go ahead and do short. Hands are on the outsides of the headrest. If the wrists are an issue, reminder, you're dropping down onto your forearms. Shoulders over your hands, hips right over your knees, right into a neutral spine. Eyes should be looking down to the floor. I'm gonna kick my left leg back 1 time, and I'm gonna hold my leg here. We're gonna dip the toes down towards the floor, down to the springs, and we're gonna lift the leg up. We're gonna dip down to the springs, lift up. I'm inhaling to dip, exhaling to lift. Squeezing my glute to lift my leg back up. Abs are in to our backs. Think lengthen out through the crown of your head. Shoulders and hips are going to stay parallel to the floor. We go down, lift, dip, lift. Again, we want that glute max, hamstring working to lift. We have 4, 3. Now the next time we lift that leg up, we're gonna pause at the top. Flex your foot this time. Keep your pelvis parallel to the floor. We're gonna do little circles of the leg. The leg stays lifted in line with your body. Little circles right from the head of the femur, trying to keep the pelvis still for 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna reverse. Keep it flexed, keep it lifted. Circle that leg right from the head of the femur, lengthen through the crown of your head. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee, relax that leg. Now, we're gonna take that strap off your foot, but we are going to keep it. We are going to rotate to the left side of the room, grab your 1 weight. Now, when you grab your weight, if you kneel closer to your shoulder blocks, this is gonna be lighter. If you go further away, it's gonna be a little heavier. The strap is going to be in your left hand. The weight is going to be in your right. Long loop is lighter for your arm, short loop is heavier. I'm gonna bring my left forearm out in front of me, bent at a 90. Palm is gonna rotate towards me. My right arm is gonna mimic that left. It's gonna go in front of my left arm though, parallel towards my body, and the palm is rotated towards me. On an exhale, we're gonna pull our arms out to the sides of the room, open out to a T. The palm should be to the wallet in front of you. I'm gonna bend my elbows and bring my arms back to that starting position. So forearms and palms are rotated towards me. When I pull, they rotate out to the wall in front of me, and then I come back. Again, exhale, pull out to a T, inhaling as we come back. We're just gonna go for 2 more here. Shoulders and hips stay parallel to the wallet in front of us. Last one, pull out, return back in. Now, switch hands. So the weight is in your left, your strap is in your right. Same thing, long, light, short, heavy. I'm gonna go to my short loop. The left arm is gonna reach out away from you, palm is gonna be rotated to the floor. I'm gonna bend my right elbow to 90 and I'm gonna bring my forearm and palm parallel to the floor. We are going to rotate to the left side of the room, and as we do so, we're gonna reach our right arm towards our left so it goes straight, and then we bend the right elbow to come back. So we reach and rotate, and then we inhale to come back. So it's an exhale to rotate to the left, and inhale back. We just have 3. I want the rotation to come from your ribs. 2, and then last 1. Then once we come back center, we're gonna pause, hang your strap up. If you just wanna put your weight into your headrest, feel free to put it into the headrest, or otherwise you can take it off to the side. Back into our glutes. We're gonna grab the right strap, long loop or short loop is onto the arch of your foot. Again, short loop just makes it a little heavier. Hands or forearms are down, forward point kneeling. Shoulders, hips parallel to the floor, abs are in. We exhale to kick our right leg back 1 time, we hold. We dip the toes straight down to the floor, we lift straight up, we go straight down, we lift straight up. I inhale to dip, exhale to lift. Squeezing the glute, and I'm never picky if the toes are pointed or flexed for this one, but then when we get into the circles, they are flexed. So up to you if you point your toes or if you flex your foot. It's an inhale to dip, exhale to lift. Again, abs are in to our backs. Down, up, down, up. For 4, 2, the last one. Now when I lift up, I'm gonna hold that leg up. I'm gonna flex my foot this time. Little circles of that leg around right from the head of the femur. Keep the leg lifted, keep it flexed. Right from the head of the femur, try to keep your pelvis still for 3, 2, 1, reverse. Keep it lifted, keep it flexed. Sizes of a dinner plate, think with that circle. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna relax that leg. Take that strap off. We are going to keep it in our right hand. Long loop light, short loop heavy. Grab your weight into your left. Rotate to the right side of the room. Again, if you are further away from your shoulder blocks, it is gonna be a little heavier for you. Both of your forearms are gonna be bent to 90 in front of you. The right should be in front of the left. We are gonna exhale, pull out to the sides of the room. Inhale, come back to the start. 6 total. Exhale, pull out to a T, and then inhale back. Again, forearms and palms should rotate to the front of the wall when we open, back towards you when we close. Last one. Exhale, pull. Inhale, return. Then we're gonna switch hands. Weight in the right, strap in the left. Again, I'm gonna use my short loop for this one just to make it a little harder. Reach your right arm straight out, palm rotated to the floor. Left arm is parallel to the floor, palm is rotated to the floor. We exhale, we punch, we rotate to the right. We inhale, we go back center, we press, we rotate right. We inhale center for 4. Get that rotation right from the rib cage. And then last one, press, rotate, and then inhale back. Okay, you can relax your arm. You're gonna hang that strap up onto the peg. We're gonna step off to the side. You can set your weight to the side. We're gonna walk around to the front of your reformer. If your foot bars are in the way when they're down, feel free to move them up. We're gonna fold forward so our hands are right onto the 2 front corners of the carriage. I'm gonna have my feet out just a little wider than hip distance away. And then we are going to finish off with a little spinal stretch. So on an inhale, we're gonna push the carriage out, drop our chest down in between our arms, our heels are anchored, our hips are back. And then on an exhale, we're gonna tuck our pelvis round through our spine and we're gonna come all the way back in. So again, I'm gonna inhale to push my carriage out, heels anchored, hips back, dropping my chest down in between my arms. And then it's an exhale to round, to come back in. Last one here. Inhaling as we push away. Exhale, round to come back in. Now the left hand goes in front of the right on the carriage. We're gonna push our carriage out, find length in the left side of the body, and then we can exhale, round to come back in. 2 more times. Inhale, push out. Exhale, round to come back in. And then last one, pressing out and round in. All right, 3 on the left. Left hand, left corner, right hand should be in front of it. We're gonna inhale, push away, find length in the right side of the body. And then we're exhaling to round and come back in for 2. And then last one, pressing away. And exhale, round in. Okay, take the right hand to the right corner. We're gonna push the carriage out 1 more time. Drop the chest down in between the arms. The heels are anchored, the hips are back. And then I'm gonna tuck my pelvis round through my spine to come back in. I'm gonna roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Last thing to come up should be the head. Give your shoulders a little roll back. You are all finished with that express workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today.